Get ready, Steelers fans. The sparks are flying in the offseason and the rumors are hot. It's time to talk about legends, legacies, and how a star on our team is fitting into this whole story. Some may not like it, but one thing is certain, the conversation is just beginning. Let's talk about news that has left Niners fans furious. But for us, this news is incredible. Click like, and let's go to the video. Russell Wilson of the Pittsburgh Steelers recently found himself at the center of a whirlwind of sports media critique, especially after some comments he made about his impact as an African-American quarterback in the NFL. His words didn't sit well with former NFL player Shannon Sharpe, who challenged Wilson's statement on his podcast, Nightcap. Sharpe reminded everyone of the African-American quarterbacks like Doug Williams, the first black quarterback to win a Super Bowl and Super Bowl MVP, and others who paved the way long before Wilson entered the league. Reacting to the criticism, Wilson, who usually stays out of online disputes, decided to clarify his comments on the social media platform X. He argued that Sharpe had taken his words out of context. In his post, Wilson pointed out that he did acknowledge the pioneering black quarterbacks who came before him in his original statement. He also mentioned that he was proud to be part of a lineage that includes current stars like Patrick Mahomes, who is carving out a legacy with the Kansas City Chiefs. Despite the off-field noise, Wilson's focus in Pittsburgh is clear. Coach Mike Tomlin has already named him the starting quarterback for the upcoming training camp, indicating that the Steelers see him as their best bet to break their recent playoff win drought. However, with high expectations comes high pressure, and Wilson's position is anything but guaranteed. The Steelers have also brought in Justin Fields to provide some fresh competition, which means Wilson needs to perform at his best to maintain his spot. Wilson's enthusiastic support for minority quarterbacks is admirable, but Steelers fans are more interested in wins and playoff success. If Wilson spends too much time on advocacy at the expense of performance, he might find himself back on the free agent list in 2025. As the season progresses, it will be crucial for Wilson to demonstrate that he can lead the team on the field, not just speak eloquently off it. And while we deal with heated debates, there's another conversation that could be changing the course of the Steelers. Exchanges, rumors, or is it just smoke without fire? We're keeping an eye on the Steelers' every move, and it looks like there are still plays being calculated. The offseason game is full of twists and turns, and this next play could be a game-changer for our squad. The buzz around Brandon Aiyuk possibly heading to the Pittsburgh Steelers is heating up again. Aiyuk, a talented wide receiver for the San Francisco 49ers, got everyone talking when he reached out to Steelers coach Mike Tomlin on social media, playfully suggesting they look alike. This fun exchange got fans wondering, could a trade actually be in the work? However, 49ers general manager John Lynch, while at an event, quickly cooled down those rumors. He reassured everyone, saying, "I promise you, nothing's going on there," emphasizing their intention to keep Aiyuk with the Niners. Lynch is hopeful about securing a long-term deal with Aiyuk, aiming to keep him as a key player for the team. Despite these reassurances, Aiyuk's patience seems to be wearing thin, as he recently unfollowed the Niners on Instagram, indicating his growing frustration with the contract negotiations. On a show with Shannon Sharpe and Chad Johnson, Aiyuk opened up about his actions on social media, explaining it as a lighthearted way to stir the pot a bit with the 49 ERs during ongoing contract talks. Meanwhile, the Steelers have been exploring options for new receivers, meeting with various prospects, which might suggest a cooling interest in pursuing a trade for Aiyuk. But NFL insider Benjamin Albright hinted that there might still be something brewing between Aiyuk and the Steelers. If the Steelers were to trade for Aiyuk, it wouldn't come cheap. He's a top talent, and acquiring him would likely cost a first-round draft pick, similar to the deal that brought A.J. Brown to the Philadelphia Eagles. The Steelers would need to weigh the costs of such a high draft pick and a hefty new contract for Aiyuk. As the situation unfolds, the Steelers and their fans might need to wait a bit longer to see if this potential blockbuster move pans out. For now, it's a waiting game to see how Aiyuk's contract talks with the 49ers develop. If those talks break down, then the Steelers might just become a more probable destination for the skilled receiver. That's all for now. As the spotlight dims on today's debates and speculation, the Steel Nation knows that tomorrow brings new promises and challenges. Don't forget to join the conversation. Your comments and theories are the lifeblood of this team.